What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? It's me again. I'm back for another one of the Schmoedown matches that I've missed from last week. This one is between Lon Harris and Chance Ellison, two players that I really enjoy seeing, and two really good players that I really don't know who to root for. Am I on the Chance train or on the Lon train? I don't know. I love both of them, and both of them are playing really good. Lon Harris obviously beating Drew McWeeny recently. Chance Ellison beating the Kid very recently. So yeah, these two guys they're on a path to victory in the singles division. And now obviously Lon Harris has, in his own admission, not played the best lately, to his own admission, despite in teams. Because he's been on record saying he's very disappointed of his own performance in the teams division. So maybe he's looking at the singles division as kind of a way to redeem himself. Obviously, his team partner Paul Oyama recently lost a shot at the title against Ethan Irwin, and Chance Ellison, along with his team partner, are on their way. They won a title shot against Danger Zone to go up against the current team's champions, Shazam. So I have also been on a show where I specifically told Chance Ellison that I very rarely ever root against him. I'm mostly on his side, but not when he's going up against Lon Harris, and that is why I'm wearing the swag hoodie today. So yeah, I don't have any favorites in this match because I hope both of them can win. So anyways, I will also be participating in the match, even though it's singles, so don't expect too many points from me. Even though I did kind of well in my last Schmoedown reaction, which was singles, I got a lot of points because it was animated. So unless we're gonna have a lot of animated equations in this match, I probably ain't gonna do so well. So here we go. Let's see how well all three of us are going to do. Come on.
Everybody, welcome back to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
I love that t-shirt.
I'm joined as always by Mark, Baby Carrots, Ellis.
Awesome.
Mark, we have so many great matches that are already taken place. We have so many great matches that are about to take place. We have Collision coming up next month. There's so many great matches, and it doesn't stop today. We've got a massive singles match today. This is a massive singles match between two contenders that are just on the precipice of getting to that next step. They've almost been there. And both of them today, we're talking about the delinquent, Lon Harris, against the Cobra, Chance Ellison. Now, Chance Ellison is playing very well so far this year. Obviously, he's got his win against Brendan Meyer. He had that big, massive win with Corruption. Just came short against Parker, but he's got this title shot happening at Collision. So he's in the game. He seems like he's always in the game. The delinquent, same thing, had a tough loss with Final Exam, but had a big win against McWeeny. You never know what you're going to get with delinquent. It's either that lights out performance, or I can't believe he missed that one.
Yeah, once you find him, he's going to be competitive, and family ties run strong in today's match, Christian, because Chance Ellison, well, him and I still have to make our Maury Povich appearance, and as for Lon Harris, he's arguably the third or fourth most popular Harris in all of the movie trivia Schmoedown, but today, only one of them is going to get a W. These are two competitors where, again, when they remember that they're in a movie trivia league, are threats to go all the way, possibly win a belt, and so a win here today could go a long way to securing that.
Yeah, and it does. It says a lot for legacy. I know that finally Chance Ellison he's been after this singles belt. This is the one he wants. He's a two-time, potential three-time teams champion, depending on what happens next month. But he's done that in teams. He's gotten very close to playing for the championship he's played for the championship in IG and came close. He's never got there with singles. And I know how bad he wants that, but he is a 500 player at the moment. I know that he kind of cringes when you say that, but he's a 500 player at the moment. Lon Harris is not. Lon Harris is now working at 6-5. Lon Harris is good. They're both have been proclaimed some of the two best guys who have never won a singles championship. So this is a way up. Jeff Snyder's staring down at them potentially. You've got Adam Collins staring at potentially one of these guys. So you never know what's going to happen in the singles division, and it's going to be a good one today.
But you do know you're going to get fireworks, Christian, particularly when it comes to their factions, which is swag and corruption here today. Shannon, Barney, Winston, Marshall, two of the best in the business, not just at managing, but in talking about how good they are at managing. For all of that and more as to how exactly we got here today, not talking about like driving because we're still mostly in our homes for now, but the match itself, let's go to this promo. When you look at the context of the Kid and the Cobra, these Wonderkinds are now veterans of the movie Trivia Schmoedown, and they play like it.
Champions do not take vacation. All right, winners do not walk. And I want to be a winner and a champion in this league. And it's going to start here.
Dummies! Chance can answer 5-pointers. Suck it!
I feel like, Chance, though, you have become, in front of our eyes, one of the most well-rounded players in the Schmoedown. You know, whether it's singles, inner geekdom, teams. I feel like you're one of those players that, for Shannon, you can just do it all.
Chance Ellison. You talk about a Cobra teeth. He's got some vampire fangs now because he is going out for blood.
Chance Ellison. He's done okay in singles. Remains at 500. That's the best he can do. Whereas Lon over here has excelled. He's had some bad games, but you saw what he just did to McWeenie.
The delinquent, Lon Harris.
Lon, are you feeling okay? Do you need a nap? I'm sure that victory took a lot out of you.
I mean, I always need a nap. It's just, you name the time and place, and I'm ready to go. That's never a question. Hey Schmo fans, Delinquent here, the guy who is always taking the photos at all the big Schmoedown parties, and that's why you never see me in there. So I hear that I've got a big match coming up against Chance Ellison. I'm not too worried about this one. You'll remember how my match against Community Chess Jones went. Easy victory for me. That's why I'm the 13-time Schmoedown Monopoly champ.
Lon Harris, he just competed in the teams division. He competed all last season in the teams division. He played in the singles tournament, become somewhat of a pro inside of the digital age.
Now, Lon, I'm not going to waste much time on you, just because I know that any good smack talk I have would be absolutely wasted on you.
He's got a point.
I'm just going to draw this out for you. I'm on a path to singles title right now that for some reason includes a pit stop with you.
When my faction is down in the dumps, I do everything I possibly can to get them out. But when Swag's down in the dumps, they don't really say anything because it's Lon's place and nobody wants to make him feel bad.
It's time for Swag to hop up out the bed, turn our swag on, and get that money.
So, I mean, my strategy here is going to be basically the same as always. Try to get all of my round one questions correct, clean up and get all of the railroads, and then try to start landing on those red and yellow tiles. You know, if I get Marvin Gardens before this guy, this match is over before it begins.
I'm just going to tell you one thing.
I don't think he knows what game
and it's
he's
real
playing.
simple, too. So even someone of your persuasion should be able to grasp it just fine. Ready? Here it comes. Get out of my way.
Look, that's exactly what we thought we were going to see. That's exactly what we thought we were going to see. This is Chance getting ready for. He wants to be a singles champion. He wants to get there. He's close to IG. He's close to teams. He's almost there with singles. Delinquent, as you say, I don't even know if he knows he's competing in movie trivia, but whatever he's doing it right. And Winston seems to have him on course somehow. So we'll see what we get today.
Yeah, here Winston's got a new palatial estate, and so maybe he gave Lon Harris the guest house. We're about to find out all that and more as soon as somebody asks me one last question.
You want any carrots?
Always.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown. 3 rounds in the singles division. Introducing first, representing Corruption with a record of 4 wins, 4 defeats, and 1 knockout. He is the 2020 Inner Geekdom Tournament winner and the former 2-time movie trivia Schmoedown Teams Champion of the World, the Cobra Chance Ellison, the Cobra. Cobra, you're having a good year so far, man. You've been doing pretty good. A big win over Danger Zone. Playing for those team titles next month. And obviously a tough match against Parker, but a good match and a great win against Brendan Meyer. So are you fired up again? Do you still have that passion to come in the same way you did as a rookie a few years ago?
Christian, I'm never not fired up. The only stage I exist in.
He's fired up and tired of the way the things have been.
And Chance, there's a good chance you're not my kid, given all those books behind you. But I got to ask you about your opponent here today. I know how hard you work at this. I know how competitive you are, how focused you are. Does it bother you that the guy sitting across from you today just kind of shows up willy-nilly and acts like he doesn't even know there's a match? By God, he may not even show up today.
Nah, don't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all. You know why? Because you're going to see the results of that in our gameplay. If he wants to come in, be all laissez-faire about it, think I'm no joke, then he's going to get bit in the ass in the end.
Woo!
You know, I do have to ask this here because, you know, as you say, Swag right now, they need a few wins. They are looking for a big win from Laura Kelly, also at the Collision. They are looking for those big wins. They need it. You guys are starting to fight back. So does that add pressure to it, or does that just add more motivation?
Add more motivation because we can see the top. We've come a long way so far, and this train can't stop. It can't stop. We won't stop, and it's gonna keep on rolling when I win today.
All right. Well, thank you to Chance Ellison. We're going to remove Chance. His opponent, representing Swag, with a record of 6 wins, 5 defeats, and 1 knockout. He is the 2020 Ultimate Schmoedown Teams finalist, the Delinquent Lon Harris. Hello to you, sir. You look really, you look a little bit more in tune with things. Is that accurate?
No, that's definitely not accurate.
Okay, fair enough.
Taco.
You know, Lon, as the great Warren Sapp once said,
my best friend, my good friend Warren Sapp.
That's right. Get out of my way because it's time to do business. And you feel the same way here today as you are going up against the Cobra Chance Ellison, or do you think that you're here to order a number 3?
Is he in my way somewhere? Where am I going?
I think he's in the line in the drive-thru.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm getting Wendy's and he's in my way, he's got to move out of the way. I mean, that's just obvious. You know, I got a grown man, I got to eat. But you know, if it's just like I'm walking the dog or something, like I'll cross the street. I mean, that's fine.
I agree with that, and the mere mention of Warren Sapp's name frightened Taco into a corner. But Lon, you're here, and look, you do know a lot about movies, despite your casual attitude towards the trivia about said movies. And so, if you're familiar with your opponent at all, maybe you're at least familiar with his faction, Corruption. I mean, you got to have some strong words about that faction.
I have very strong words in favor of the concept of corruption. The team, not as much. They're, not a particular fan, but the idea as an abstract of being corrupt, very into it.
Spelled with a C.
Right. The traditional. Yeah, I don't know why they misspelled their team name. You would think after several seasons you'd have a chance to sort of amend that, but hey, whatever. They don't care. I get it.
I agree, Kristen.
It's a copyright thing. So copyright.
No, they can't. Like, the idea of corruption was like, you can't be corrupt like us. You got to spell it with a K. And they were like, all right.
That's right. All right. Well, good luck to you there, Lon. We'll see you in just a moment. All right, Mark.
Still here.
Our competitors have entered the virtual battlefield. Here they are. So, what are the rules around number one?
Former delinquent, maybe back to I mean, he knows how to spell anyway. In round number one, we care about spelling, but we're not going to be sticklers about it. What we do care about is correct answers to the 8 questions asked to the field in the world of movie trivia know-how. Each question is worth a point. No penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round number one. We'll ask the question. You have about 15 seconds to get that correct answer written down on whatever writing surface you prefer. Once we ask you by name or nickname, please show what you wrote to your camera. At the same time, you verbalize your attempt into the microphone. Our each competitors, you have 3 usages of the JTE rule throughout the duration of the match. You're not sure you heard a question right, you want to buy yourself another 15 seconds, use your JTE rule, or simply say, repeat the question. You also each have 1 challenge you may utilize at any point throughout the 3-round match. We'll bring in managers, we'll deliberate, it'll be fun, it'll be intense, and it will ultimately be your manager that confirms and ratifies if said challenge is taking place.
All right. So, with that, we asked Lon, are you ready?
Ready to go?
Chance, are you ready?
Let's get it.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown. Round number one. Question number one. Here we go. We're going to start with fantasy sci-fi. Who plays the villainous industrialist Zorg in 1997's The Fifth Element?
That name, very close to a former Washington football coach, Christian.
Oh, that's right. Well done.
Not the most successful one, but still counts. 5, 4, 3.
Oh no, this is bad.
2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to the delinquent first.
I believe it's Gary Oldman.
You are correct,
I
sir.
have a Harry
And
Potter
Chance
match
Ellison.
coming up next
Harry
month. What am I
Oldman.
doing?
It is
Forgetting
1
Gary
to
Oldman's
1
name.
thus far. So we careen
know
into the
it was Gary
world
Oldman,
of romantic comedies, or as I call them, rom-coms. Gentlemen, for another point,
my head
what
just went
rom-com starring Seth Rogen has the tagline, Save the Due Date? Very focused delinquent today, or at least more focused than we've seen in the past.
Yeah, that's because he got a
I need
haircut.
to be able to.
I got a
pull
pie cookie, so I got
Gary
to get
Oldman's
the timing or
name
it
3,
doesn't come out flaky.
2, 1.
immediately,
Pens down. Let's go
regardless of
to
the hour.
Chance Ellison first.
Knocked up.
You nailed it.
That's
How
exactly
about
what I said.
Juan Harris?
Knocked up.
The bun was in the oven. That is correct. Back to Christian for 80s movies.
Which music star appeared in the 1980s films 9 to 5, Rhinestone, and Steel Magnolias?
All right, I'm going to ask you to rank those movies.
No,
I know.
You know what I'm going to pick first?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I'll rank them for you.
That's fine.
I know the answer.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, hands up, please. We start this time with Lon.
I believe it's Dolly Parton.
That would be correct.
I see
Chance.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Number one's obviously Rhinestone. It's Dolly Parton.
That is not true, but yes. All right.
Definitely thought it was going to be Rhinestone for Christian. That is correct. She is a national treasure. And we move on to animated films. And the question for a point, which martial arts star provides the voice of Monkey in the Kung Fu Panda franchise?
Julia Roberts is not in Rhinestone, by the way.
Is that why you picked Steel Magnolias?
So, yeah.
Wait, isn't Sly in Rhinestone?
Yeah. 5, 4. It's not a good one.
Quite memorably.
Definitely
Sure.
getting a new marker up for
Hands
this
down,
match.
hands up, please. And we start with Chance Ellis.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
Yes. And Lon?
It is, in fact, Jackie Chan.
And it is, in fact, a tie game, 4-4, as we get to question 5. And that is the category of horror/thriller. Who plays the character of Freddy Krueger in the 1984 film A Nightmare on Elm Street?
You know, I just heard about this new Stallone movie called Samaritan. That get on your radar at all?
I'm looking forward to it. I follow him on Instagram. He's been talking about it. 5, 4.
I know I said that.
3, 2. Oh, now I do. 1. Pens down, hands up, and we're going to start with Lon Harris.
Robert Englund.
Yes, and Chance.
Robert Englund.
Yes, sir. 5-5. And now, Mark, question 6.
And that's in the category of comedies. Let's hear it, gentlemen. Moving on, your question for a point. Who plays troubled Vietnam vet Walter Sobchak, friend of the dude in The Big Lebowski? For people unaware, one time Sly liked one of Christian's Instagram posts, and Christian now says they're best friends.
Not accurate. That false story. 5, 4. I'll tell later. 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Hands up, please. We're going to start with Chance Ellison.
His foot was on the line.
John Goodman.
Yes.
Do you see what happens, Larry? It's John Goodman.
All right. So now we're going to get to our next question. And we go to question 7. It's movie quotes. Which Pixar film features the line, "You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity"? He posted a clip of me talking about Rambo on his Instagram, Mark.
And I will counter that with the fact that Richard Grieco follows me on Twitter.
Better. 5.
Wow.
4. 3.
Yes.
2. 1. Pens down, hands up, please, and we start with Lon.
Toy Story.
Toy Story.
Yes, sir. And Chance.
You are a Toy Story.
And you are a sad, strange little man.
Now,
and you have my
it
pity.
is the last question, round number 1.
And
going for a perfect round.
Perfect rounds. Despite you and I's sophomore attempt at jocularity, these two fellows answering everything correct so far. Let's see how they do in the final question in round 1, mystery films. And it is, what is the title of the 2009 sequel to The Da Vinci Code? Think about it. If you say the category is mystery, the question really could be from any category.
Yeah. I agree. I'm not going to lie to you. You're right.
Okay.
5.
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Chance for a perfect round.
They're not very angelic
Angels and Demons.
Yes, sir. And Lon.
Angels and Demons.
We are tied up, ladies and gentlemen. 8-8. So the way it works is that both gentlemen will have an opportunity for a bonus question. Because they both got it right, they both have to answer the same way they have been for the previous 8. You write it down, you reveal it, and here is your question, guys. Okay. Christopher Nolan received his only Best Director Oscar nomination for what film?
Went straight to Boston with that one, didn't you? His only Oscar.
Oscar.
Yeah, it's Oscar the Grouch. Lives in a garbage can.
5, 4,
Fun accent.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Hands up. We start here with Lon.
Dark Knight.
And Chance.
It should have been Dunkirk. Ugh.
Dunkirk is correct. So Chance Ellison goes up by 1 with the bonus. All right, so now we get to round number 2. It's the wheel round. Mark, how's it go?
It is the wheel round, the wheel of fate, doom, and justice. We did not send physical wheels because we thought the delinquent might steal it. So it's virtual. You spin it with your mind. Once you settle on a particular category, 4 questions emerge from that realm in the world of Schmoedown knowledge. Each question's worth 2 points. No penalty for missing a question. However, stealing is available in round number 2. So if you're not sure of the answer, you can ask us for multiple choice. We're swell fellas. We'll give you 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. At that point, the value of the question recedes to 1. It is an impressive performance by both the delinquent and the Cobra, but the Cobra got the bonus question correct with Dunkirk. So, Chance, it's your decision. Would you like to spin that virtual wheel first or defer to your opponent?
I'll go first.
Shannon, you got 60 seconds starting now.
All right. I was really hoping that we would create as much space as possible in round 1, and going a point up against Lon right now is all we're going to get, and I will take it. I hope you're satisfied with that. I want you to go first. I want you to get this wheel up. I want you to create as much space as possible to make him work to stay 1 point behind you.
All right, let's go. Let's go from distance.
All right, here is the wheel, and here's the spin.
Lucasfilm legend there? That's cool.
Well, it might be Lucasfilm. That's Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
60 seconds to decide.
I personally love this for you. I think you should stick with it.
Yeah, all right, let's stick with it.
Yeah.
All right, so our competitors are back.
So
Chance, you're going to get 4 questions.
Mushu and
in the realm
Shrek
of
questions.
Eddie Murphy movies. Are you ready?
I am.
What is the first name of Professor Clump in the Nutty Professor films?
Sherman.
Yes. All right, here is the second question. In what 90s comedy does Eddie Murphy have a dual role as a movie star and his nerdy brother, Jiff? Five, four.
Repeat the question.
First one. In what 90s comedy does Eddie Murphy have a dual role as a movie star and his nerdy brother, Jiff?
Bowfinger.
Yes. 2 more points. Question 3.
Great use of a repeat.
In the 2016 film Mr. Church, Eddie's character gets hired to do what for a family in need?
He was their, like, at-home cook.
That is correct for 2 points. And
Sometimes the specificity of
finally,
questions can really throw you off.
here it is. Who plays the character of Ricky Heyman, an executive at a home shopping network on the verge of losing his job in 1998's Holy Man?
Jeff Goldblum.
2 more points. Chance Ellison has a very, very strong round there. And it is now 17-8 with Ellison going perfect in that round.
Hey, Lon, what's up?
Hey, how's it going? Did you ever see
Taco.
Mr. Church? Weird movie.
That's good, but a good one. I did enjoy
Yeah,
it. I did enjoy it.
I wasn't
enjoy it.
against it. No.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because I came into this match not planning to talk any trash, but I didn't realize that Chance went and got Fred Flintstone to come in and help manage him for this match. So I had to say something. On top of the fact, I'm proud of Chance because Chance, even though I was agape when he almost didn't get Bowfinger, I was like impressed with what he did against Danger Zone, so much so that he now is able to grow facial hair. That's really impressive.
Wow, you can. Does that? So is there a point where I could be poor enough at the Schmoedown that my facial hair would fall out? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, shots fired. Okay, real talk. Great first round. Don't worry about Dunkirk. Who cares? Real talk. Wait, Shayna was at Mr. Church? Wow. In 2 ways. Let's go have fun, man. We know what's on the wheel. You got all your JTs. Like, ain't nothing to really coach you about. Just do what you do.
Sounds good. That's always what I do.
And the delinquent spins, and here it is.
All right, Christian, the writer's busy at work on a Shannon Barney slice for season 9.
Oh, hell yeah! Hey, Murphy, let's go!
The answer is Mr. Church.
Bowfinger. It's Bowfinger.
Starring
Unfortunately, it's going to have
Here's
to
the spin. All right, and spin.
Well, that's not very fair.
And we're looking at DreamWorks Animation. 60 seconds to decide if you want DreamWorks.
Well,
I'm not a fan of this studio or concept.
Pixar is better. I agree.
Let's spin it one more time.
All right, here it is. Now, whatever we land on here, this is what Lon will be answering 4 questions.
Even if it's Eddie Murphy?
Unless it's Eddie Murphy.
Oh, God damn it, Christian.
Winston really milking the rules.
It is DreamWorks Animation!
Is this a weighted digital wheel? Is that possible?
Great question. That's a great question.
That's okay. Fair enough. I mean, clearly a conclusion you guys want to reach here. So.
All right, so our competitors are ready to go here. This is Lon's wheel. He has DreamWorks, and there's going to be 4 questions for DreamWorks.
That's right. Don't blame us, Lon. Blame Chance because he took Eddie Murphy from you. Your questions in the world of DreamWorks Animation. 2 points apiece unless you need multiple choice. Your first one. Bruce Willis provides the voice of a scheming raccoon named RJ in which 2000 DreamWorks film?
Over the Hedge!
Over the Hedge.
It was in the last
is
match!
correct for
What is with this
2
category?
points. Your next one. Who voices Don Lino, a shark and leader of a mob consisting of criminally inclined great white sharks in Shark Tale?
Robert De Niro.
2 more points, and maybe Lon was having some fun with us, Christian. Your penultimate question in the world of DreamWorks. What 2019 film follows 3 teenagers who must help a Yeti return to his family before others can find him?
Abominable.
I believe that's Smallfoot.
Is incorrect. And so for a 2-point steal, Chance Ellison, I'm going to repeat the question for you. What 2019 film follows 3 teenagers who must help a Yeti return to his family before others can find him?
Abominable.
That is a big steal.
The other Yeti movie. Yeah.
2 points for Chance Ellison. So now Ellison back up to a 7-point lead. Lon can cut it to 5 heading into round 3 if he hits his final DreamWorks Animation question. And it is, Which late-night talk show host provides the voice of Tim's dad in The Boss Baby?
I'll go multiple choice.
All right, your 4 options for a point. Is it A, Jimmy Fallon, B, Jimmy Kimmel, C, Seth Meyers, or D, Stephen Colbert?
Seth Meyers.
I'll say Stephen Colbert.
Is incorrect. And so Chance Ellison for another 1-point steal this time. Your question, which late-night talk show host provides the voice of Tim's dad in The Boss Baby? Is it A, Jimmy Fallon, B, Jimmy Kimmel, C, Seth Meyers, or D, Stephen Colbert?
The superior Jimmy Kimmel.
Fire words there, but that is a correct answer for a point, Christian. And just like that, Lon was cooking in round 2, comes to a halt. Chance Ellison, 8-point lead going into round 3.
It's a big lead there for Chance. Stranger things have happened for sure. And now we get to the rules of round number 3.
Round number 3, 10 possible points available for each competitor in said round. In order to get there, we're going to ask you a series of questions. 3 questions in total. Your first question's worth 2 points. Next one, 3 points. Your final question is worth 5 big points. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round 3. How do we get those questions? Well, you're going to help us out. We need a series of numbers from each of you. Obviously, we need 3 numbers for your 3 questions. These numbers may range from 1 to 20. You may not pick the same integers as your opponent because each numeral corresponds to a different category of Schmoedown mysteriousness. Chance Ellison, you have an 8-point lead over the delinquent. So, Cobra, what are your 3 lucky numbers?
2, 12, 14.
Roger that. And Lon?
I'll go 3, 13, 15.
Roger that.
Shannon?
Baby. That's what I like to see. I didn't come here to talk crap today. Winston's so far below me, I almost forgot that he was even managing still. We're not worried about what they're doing over there. Lon Harris is in the outfield picking daisies, and you're playing to win today, okay? So for now, you get to sit back and kind of relax. You're going to stay on guard. You're going to stay on the offense here. You're going to get ready, okay? But he's got to answer, like, all 3 of his questions. And even if he does that and pulls it off, I think you only have to answer, like, your 2-pointer. Now, I'm not saying that to jinx you. I'm saying that to say, get in that zone, get in that mindset, chill. Watch him work his butt off to try to hang with you right now. You've got 2 repeats left. You've got a challenge should you need it. Anything else you want to say before we get going here?
No, I'm ready to finish this.
All right, let's do it. Let's go, baby.
All right.
I gotta say, can I challenge Winston because I think my opponent in this match is the Boss Baby. So
That's
he's got an inside.
That's a solid point. I was gonna bring up the whole. F my joke. That was way better. That was way better. I had like 2 or 3 jokes I was ready to go. That is totally not. Oh god damn it!
Like,
you're a
who's
genius.
your dad?
Okay. Wow. Okay, here's the thing. Shannon doesn't know how to do math. Answer your 3 questions. Chance has to answer 2 of them. Let's get real with this. And on top of that, like, you know.
Yeah, he's right. He's right. If he answers all
you're clearly your head's
questions,
because I can't.
Chance has to answer his 3.
The challenge will not be honored, gentlemen.
Oh, come on. Okay.
I just think I should get all 8 points for knowing over the head.
You should immediately be tied. Nice joke.
Like go out on a high note.
3 JTEs. You won the match for that reason. You already won it. Let's go.
All right. We're going to drop out the Winston.
Laugh it up now.
We have fun on swag. It's just how we are.
Okay. All right. So here we go. We're going to now start here. Lon Harris is going to try to avoid the TKO. He needs to hit the 2-pointer here. Here is the first question for Lon Harris. Mark, he chose category 3.
Yep, that corresponds to action/adventure movies. For all you math whizzes at home, Lon Harris could technically miss this question and then hit his 3 and his 5 if he needs to, but it's advisable to get this one right.
I should try. I'll do my best.
I just appreciate hearing you have effort, sir. Your question for 2 points. Which character is the Terminator sent to kill in 1984's The Terminator?
Sarah Connor.
Sarah Connor.
Yeah, apparently she's going to have a kid, and he doesn't like it. That is correct for 2 points. It is now 8.
He's very upset about that kid.
It became a whole thing. The
You darn kids.
It's a whole
I do rape.
Well, we're in a space right now where Lon Harris has to hit this 3. If he hits the 3, then he goes on to try to hit the 5 and avoid the TKO. However, if he misses the 3, then Corruption and Chance Ellison will win via TKO. Mark, he chose category 13, and that will be martial arts.
Martial arts films it is. And to keep the match going and avoid the TKO on, Jet Li stars in what 2006 film directed by Ronnie Yu about Hyo Yunjia, a Chinese martial artist who challenged foreign fighters in highly publicized events?
Five.
Can you repeat?
First one.
Certainly can. You have 2 remaining. In the world of martial arts, Jet Li stars in what 2006 film directed by Ronnie Yu about Hyo Yunjia, a Chinese martial artist who challenged foreign fighters in highly publicized events?
Nothing's really coming to mind.
Hands
feel
up.
like it's too early.
5, 4.
One more. Repeat one more time.
Yeah, you got 2 left.
All right. In the category of martial arts, Jet Li stars in what 2006 film directed by Ronnie Yu about Hyo Yunjia, a Chinese martial artist who challenged foreign fighters in highly publicized events?
I'm going to say Once Upon a Time in China, but I don't feel confident.
And your winner by way of technical knockout, the Cobra, Ellison. The answer, Mark, was fearless. Fearless was the answer. And Corruption, hearing what they've been hearing a lot lately, and that's end your winner, and now picking up a TKO and handing a -1 to Swag.
-1.
Congratulations to Corruption, and we are now going to put you in the waiting room. We'll be talking to Jen Sturger in just a moment. So, Mark, that's a big win. That's a big win for Chance Ellison and for Corruption because they keep picking up those points. They're picking up IG points. They're picking up teams points. They're picking up singles points now. This is the same thing. This is why you can't count Corruption out. Corruption was in trouble. Everyone's like, oh, they're in last place. That's it. They're done. I can tell you firsthand. I had a manager go, no, they're cooked. It's over. It's done. I was like, that's what they said last year. And now look at them because here they go. Chance Ellison now is the first time in a while he's over 500 as he is now, I believe, 5-4. And he's going to be looking at some bigger matches here as this defeat of Lon Harris was a big one.
It is a long season, and Corruption loves hearing those words because, like you said, they are cooking right now. And as much as our fans probably want to write a lot of hate mail towards DreamWorks Animation for even making movies and becoming a category, I would also say this. Yes, it did have Lon Harris stumble, unfortunately, but Chance Ellison, Christian, perfect in this match. 9 points in round 1, 8 points in round 2. Didn't have to blink an eye or answer a question in round 3, and so he played amazing. Lon Harris adjudicated himself very well, and I have a feeling he might be a little more focused the rest of this season. Maybe that's wishful thinking as his friend, but I just hope he gets his life together. He certainly has this movie a trivia game together.
Yeah, I mean, you look at what he was saying. He was playing great, and even, as you said, he was moving in that DreamWorks. Like, oh, there he goes. Maybe he's been tricking people, and then he got hit up, and that steal, I think, ultimately is what did him in. But anyway, so Chance Ellison and Corruption, very excited here with this big win, as they should be. And now Jen Sturger is with both the Cobra and the Queen of Corruption. Jen?
Chance, Shannon, all smiles after today's victory. Chance, how are you feeling?
Oh, I feel great. I feel great winning the match and great doing a charitable service because, with this loss, Swag can continue their tank for the #1 pick next year. I'm helping you.
God, thank you so much for doing community service.
Oh yeah,
really.
This is what my PO told me I had to do some kind of community service. But so I figured this counts. I figured this qualifies.
Chance.
Exactly. Can we stop with the improv class for a second and let me get some questions in? Like I'm here too. But look, Chance, you're playing lights out in 3 different divisions. Like, how is this possible?
It's impossible, unless you're me. That's how it's done. I'm the only one active because Retro Cushion could do it, but she's not here anymore. I'm the only one active who can do what I'm doing right now.
Not even
Shannon,
Mike?
how proud are you of this man?
I'm so damn proud, but I'm so stupid. I'm such an idiot because Winston called me out. I'm really bad at math, and he's absolutely right. We didn't have to answer 1 or 2 questions. We had to answer 0 questions. So my bad. Whoops.
Oops.
Shannon, I think a lot of people at the beginning of the season wanted to count you out, which feels eerily familiar to last season.
Yeah.
And it's like, is this where you guys pick up steam? Is this what? Is
Faction
it just
loses
going to
2
be
or
a
3
repeat
matches.
of last
Oh,
year?
they're out of the
I
game.
gotta say, I'm having
They're
deja
gonna
vu.
lose.
Me too. It's so fun, isn't it? I just like to watch them cry. I just like to get them, like, they get so confident that we're just gonna fall and crumble, but we're corruption. We win. That's what we do. We're champions. We are a championship faction.
Yep.
Nothing changed.
They're champions for a reason.
So where do we go from here, guys?
Where do we go? I don't know, Shannon. Where do we
All
go from here?
the way up.
All the way up.
All the way
That's
up.
where we're going.
Chance, we know you've got a big team's title match at Collision, and now you're getting really close to having a singles shot. Does the singles belt mean more to you than teams? Or like, where's your focus right now? And how are you going to keep it?
Look, teams is like a good pair, to me at least, it's like a pair of blue jeans. They're nice, they're comfy. I can slip back into them anytime I want. But singles though. Singles is a nice pair of shades and a all black cap. It's beautiful, it's sexy, and I want it. So you know what? Anything I gotta do to get there, I'm game. Let's go.
You know, there's been some chatter that Jeff Snyder may be the next person you face. Any thoughts on that?
I hope he
Bring it on.
smashes him.
Bring it on. I mean it, Jeff. I will take out anyone and everyone I have to take to get to that belt. Nothing's gonna stop me. Not even Jeff Snyder.
Shannon?
Come and get it, Snyder.
Come on.
Yeah.
Congratulations again, guys. Back to the desk.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jen. And obviously, you can see both Shannon and Chance are very happy, and they have a right to be. Chance is playing great right now. You looked at what he did in that match against Danger Zone. You looked at what he did against Brendan Meyer, and now you look what he did against Lon. This is the Chance Ellison that when he came into the league at the first place, and you hear of all these amazing things he was doing in the other leagues, and you go, well, when's that version going to show up? He's here.
He's been around for
years. He
years.
has arrived, Christian. And look, I mean, he doesn't even look like he just won a match. Him and Shannon look so laser focused on whatever the next match is. I thought we might see a little bit more celebratory mood because he just defeated a very worthy opponent. But no, he is just blazing a trail that could lead right to a belt. And I don't think he'll be satisfied until he gets there.
All right. And obviously now with Swag, they're in a tough position at the moment. And I think Winston is aware of it, and they need to make some moves. They need to do some stuff. They need to start getting a couple wins under their belts. They have tournaments coming up, and they have some big matches coming up. So I am very curious of how they're going to react after this one, and I'm sure we're going to find out in just a moment. Jen Sturger is with Winston Marshall and the delinquent Lon Harris.
A slightly less celebratory tone over here.
Honestly, I think we're having more fun than they are.
Look, hey, there's a couple things. First of all, Christian, you didn't tell me we let felons in the league. If that's the case, I got a cousin who know everything about Meryl Streep. He would kill it in this league. I'll tell you that right now. That's all he does. Anybody try to take over the TV in the cell block, knocks their block off Meryl Streep, son. So let me know if felons are here. Second of all, Shannon, you still don't know math. Your ass said he gonna answer all these questions, and then you only have to answer one. Well, guess what? Just because we didn't get all the way there, you still would have had to answer questions. I don't know, maybe we'll send your ass back to kindergarten, get you that rudimentary math. Third of all, look, I'm gonna tell you something. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 4. All I know is Swag is knocking at the door with the belts. Gonna kill it, the belts. Paulo Yama's gonna kill it, the belts. Tournaments, the belts. You saw what Ace was doing. He gonna come up here and get a belt. Everybody get the belt. I didn't even stress about it.
Match.
Like chilling.
That said, you did get handed a -1 today. So, Lon, let's talk about DreamWorks.
Negative. Wait, negative. What do we lose? -1 what?
1 beer. You don't get any alcohol today, sir.
Well,
Points.
5. I'll still have 5.
Oh, points. You're right.
Anyways, so Lon,
Points. Okay, points. Sure. Oh no, devastated to lose this point.
Hey! Don't do that. We have teammates. How dare you? How dare you?
Sorry.
let's talk about
I'm saving my
DreamWorks.
points. I got a big bag of points in the closet.
Let's talk about DreamWorks.
Let's talk about DreamWorks for just a second. Focus, laser focus here, guys. Okay.
Yes.
What?
SKG. I call it DreamWorks SKG.
So.
Do we get a point for
It's
that?
not wrong. That is the name
there's
of the,
no more
the
points.
full name of the studio.
So you spun away. Obviously, you spin it again. It looked like you were doing so well. And then the steel kind of did you in at the end. Any thoughts?
Right. Well, that's the Yeti question. I know there are two Yeti cartoons. Being a 42-year-old man, haven't seen all of the Yeti cartoons.
Depending on who you ask.
What can I say? Well, it hasn't been part of my regular cinematic diet. Every Yeti cartoon. I feel like maybe if I see one Yeti cartoon,
you've seen them
I
all.
can kind of that's a good amount of Yeti cartoons. But I got mixed up. I love the Zendaya's Michi song, and I just went for that.
I have to agree. Like, I clearly, he's talking about his PO. Clearly, Chance was watching this in his juvie block. You know what I'm saying? My cousin got Meryl Streep on lock. Chance got DreamWorks. He's smart. He was like, "Oh, I watched that right before I went out on the yard to play kickball." Like, I'm assuming it's a minimum security facility because financial crimes, as the boss baby.
Anyways,
the SEC stuff as opposed
Winston,
to
obviously
violence.
you guys are still in good spirits despite the loss. Now does everything kind of redirect into the tournaments? All your energy, all your efforts.
The tournaments certainly take a lot of our main focus, but you guys have seen what my players have done, period. Like, even in losses, how close we've been and stuff like that. The fact that the tournaments are still coming in to give that opportunity for points, the fact that we have so many opportunities for belts sitting directly in front of us. Let's be real. The dungeon has won some regular games and stuff like that, but the reason they are so far ahead of everybody else is because of the belts. So once we strip belts off of people, once we take away what people think makes them great, and show that we're the champions.
I think Oyama's going to challenge for the team belt. The Corruption versus Shazam match is over.
The real boss baby's going to be Shannon when this is all done. I'll tell you that much.
So you did mention Oyama. He still hasn't cashed in on that free-for-all win. So will we see Oyama and Lon going for the belts this season?
Lon
Do you know
Yama.
why Oyama hasn't cashed it in yet? Because
I'm hoping you'll tell me.
Of course I will, girl. I am so excited because there's so many things happening. First of all, Juneteenth is really important. So I was like, we're going to celebrate Juneteenth. Then 4th of July is really important. We're going to celebrate 4th of July. Then after that, we got NFL kickoff. After that, you got Labor Day. You got Halloween. You have all these holidays. So we had to find the perfect
Labor Day was in
cross-section
May.
to allow for Oyama to know when it would be appropriate for him to go ahead and strip someone of their belt. So everybody with belts right now, you on notice. Don't worry, it's coming.
So it's coming on a holiday. Good to know.
You're just going to give away the farm. Is that what it is, Gender? Jesus, I thought we were friends.
Sorry to give up your strategy. So sorry. Well, tough loss today, gentlemen. I have no doubt that you will rebound from this. And I'll be watching for that title shot to be cashed in.
Me too. Oh,
Back to the desk. Back to the desk.
Well, they're having a good time. And that's what you really, you want to see. And as Lon says, this is why, and I say it every time, Lon Harris is one of my favorite people to watch play. People ask me, they say, like, do you have favorite competitors to watch? Yeah, I do. And Lon Harris is one of them because Lon Harris always has fun. And even when he plays, and if he misses it, because that's the thing with Lon. Lon could have he could lose in TKO and you're like, oh, he's that's it. And then he can KO you like that. And he always has fun, and he's always level-headed about it, and he always realizes that he knows he's confident enough in his knowledge that he knows that he's always got a shot, and that's why I enjoy watching him play. I also really enjoy watching Chance Ellison play because this kid, at 24 years old, really has a grasp on not only movies in general, but this game. He knows how to maneuver it. He is, he might be young in age, but he is a pro through and through, and is exactly what makes a Schmoedown superstar. And you're going to see more from this kid as he continues to move on up. I love that Snyder. I love that Snyder one. I think it's great.
Yeah, that good jokes are always fun, and Lon Harris has written a few for me to tell on camera over the years, but he might be my 8th or 9th favorite Harris in the Schmoedown. As far as Chance Ellison goes, you know what else is fun, Christian? Winning. And boy, does he look like he is not going to stop doing that anytime soon. And so if you are swag, you regroup, and I appreciate Winston Marshall's schedule for his year. I share the same one. Now, if I was him, I wouldn't be that excited about the NFL season, given the team that he roots for. But if you are swag, that's what you have to pin your hopes on, is winning some tournaments coming towards the fall, because we've seen, whether it's in the Schmoedown or it's in these NBA playoffs, momentum. It's a very fickle beast, as Lon Harris ran into on the wrong side of in round 2. They could get it back, like you said, just like that.
Just like that. And as Jen mentioned, Oyama's got that title shot. The question is, when does he use it? You have to assume he's going to use it to help out his faction. He's going to use it at some point. The question is, when? Against who? Does it happen during momentum? Does it start the momentum? We'll have to find out. And a correction, as Adam Collins says, Chance Ellison is 23 years old, not 24. So we'll strip away a year, and we'll make sure that you know exactly how young this kid is and how
even younger. No,
he's young.
Take 30. Don't embarrass us like that.
He's the youngest champion that we've ever had in this league. He's got he's definitely the youngest double belted champion. He's got a possibility to be the youngest triple belted champion, and he's moving up. He's moving up. All right, everybody. So thank you so much. We have a lot going on in the world of the movie trivia Schmoedown. The Collision, it's coming up next month. Next month, The Collision, it airs on July 31st. Make sure you can get tickets now, the schmoedownlive.com, or patrons will get it. Patrons will get it. Listen to this card. Listen to the card that we have. We have the Star Wars Championship of the World. Andrew DiMolanta puts the title on the line against Laura Lights Out Kelly from Swag. Could Laura Kelly get it done, or will Andrew DiMolanta defend for a second time? And this second match, it is an Inner Geekdom match, and it is going to be depending on what happens next week, because Saul will be facing the winner of Amaru Moses and Moose Haas. The winner of that will be facing Saul at the Collision. So make sure you check those two matches out. And it ain't done yet, because in a number 1 contender singles match, Kevin Smith, Kevin Smith, good enough. Kevin Smith is in a number 1 contender match against the red hot Lady Justice, Marisol McKee. The winner goes on for a singles championship match. And in the main event, you just saw him, Chance Ellison and his partner, Mike the Killer Kalinowski, Team Corruption, are trying to become 3-time Movie Trivia Schmoedown Teams champions. But in order to do it, they have to beat the defending champions, the 2-time champions, the 10-2 champions. Shazam. It's the main event.
Of the best
it
records
is at Collision.
ever,
it happens on the 31st.
Whew, do you have a big scroll you were reading from? That was impressive, Christian. And look, those are 4 very scintillating matchups. And you, yes, you, I'm looking at you right now, can catch all of them. Just head over to our Movie Trivia Schmoedown Patreon and select which tier is right for you today. If you want to buy the pay-per-view, feel free at the schmoedownlive.com. It's going to be one epic event for you, your friends, your family, or even people you don't like, but you want to prove that you know more about movies than they do to enjoy. Christian, it was a good one here today. We had some laughs and we learned a whole lot about movies, particularly in the world of Eddie Murphy and DreamWorks Animation, and in Shannon Barney.
I like this shirt. All right, guys. So with that, we thank you. We thank everybody. We thank Corruption, Jen Sturger, Swag, the whole damn crew working on the show. We'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Pretty similar to the last match I just watched. I only got 10 questions right, mostly because there was a lot of animated movie questions in it. Apparently, I'm better at DreamWorks than I originally thought. I was able to guess a question from a movie I haven't seen. I'm not going to reveal which one it was, but just like last match, it's disappointing when the person you're rooting for loses, but on the other hand, I kinda was expecting it to happen. Because, I don't know. Like I said, I had no favorites in this match. I was kind of rooting for both of them, low-key, I guess. But, yeah, turns out whoever played the better game won, and Chance definitely played the better game. I mean, he hasn't missed a single question, and he didn't even need to answer a single question in round 3. He got 2 steal opportunities, which is always a downfall for any player. I'm surprised Lon didn't go for multiple choice to kind of reduce the number of points he could have given away, but, you know, his strategy is his own, and, well, you know, it's another sad loss for Swag, but, as they mentioned several times throughout this match, especially the post-game stuff, they still have a couple of title shots, and if I were to make any early predictions, I hate to say it, because it goes against my favorite faction, the Quirky Mercs, but I think Lara's gonna take the belt from Demalanta. On the other hand, I have a feeling Corruption's gonna lose to Shazam in the title match, and then Oyama is going to challenge, is gonna use the free-for-all win to challenge for the belt against Shazam. Final Exam gonna lose again. Quirky Mercs get 16 points. I mean, that's just an early prediction. You can let me know in the comments below how wrong do you think I am, but that's just the way I feel is going to happen. So let me know exactly what you think about my prediction there, and I will see you all in the next Schmoedown match that I have time to watch after work. See you then.
Hello again, everybody! I really hope you enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed making it. So, if you like what you've seen here, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content like this. So, until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time.